Look, man, when you beat me, I hurt all over, and I didn't want to know from nothing or nobody, not even my kids. The hell, every fighter knows that hurt, and we get sick inside trying to live with it. So don't back off now. Make it right for yourself, or you'll be sorry you didn't. You lost that fight, Rock, for all the wrong reasons. You lost your edge. Now, when we fought, you had that eye of the tiger, man, the edge. And now you got to get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. You know what I mean? Maybe we could win it back together. Eye of the tiger, man.
You hate to see these kind of stories come up in the news. And, on that note, I can say 2024 can officially F all the way off. And Carl Weathers passed away last week. And for a lot of us in a certain age demographic, that's going to hit particularly hard. A lot of folks that are about my age will remember, obviously, Carl Weathers as numerous amazing screen roles that define most of the projects he was in. We're talking about things like Apollo Creed, of course, and the Rocky series. A stint as Action Jackson, crazy good action flick from back in the day. And then right through the 90s, and comedic roles with Adam Sandler, and Happy Gilmore, and appearances in Little Nicky, things like that. And right up until, modern, like right now, he's in The Mandalorian, all 3 seasons as Grief Karga, and working alongside Jon Favreau and Gina Carano. And you hate to see, your heroes get old and pass away. It hurts, and it doesn't get any better. And it sucks to have to say that. Carl Weathers is somebody that I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about in, several decades of watching TV and movies. He's got dozens of acting credits to his name in big movies. Like I said, the Rocky series, things like Death Hunt, Action Jackson, Hurricane Smith, Predator, of course. I'm not trying to leave Predator off the list. Hold up, I'm getting to him. He had voice roles in 8 Crazy Nights. He was in there, Little Nicky. He had a voice role in Toy Story 4. And he's got a bunch of TV roles, too, that a lot of people won't remember in this group because, it runs back into the 1970s, guys. Classic shows that a lot of us grew up watching, or at least catching reruns with like our parents or grandparents. Things like Good Times, $6 Million Man, Kung Fu, Starsky and Hutch, Barnaby Jones. Moving right down the line into the 80s with classic banger shows that definitely got their due, like Street Justice and In the Heat of the Night in the 90s. He's done spots on The Shield, Arrested Development, ER, Psych. All kinds of shows, man. And like I said, most recently, in front of and behind the camera on The Mandalorian. It's tough, man. You hate to see this happen, especially when you get the outpouring of supports from folks that he had worked with, like Adam Sandler and Gina Carano, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and especially Sylvester Stallone, who looked absolutely demolished in the little heartfelt tribute he gave in front of the painting from Rocky 3 where they're trading the punches at the end of the movie as the score is rising at the end. It was nice. It was nice to see that, but I feel for all these people whose lives he's impacted in that kind of way. Just always mentioned as the consummate professional, that always had that big booming voice, the athletic power, the commanding, charismatic presence. Yeah, it's a tough one, man. There's never going to be another one like Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed, the champ. It sucks. I just wanted to 3 minutes out of my day to say goodbye to Carl Weathers, who played so many memorable roles for me growing up, and keep punching, Apollo. We'll miss you.